Is it a crime? I continue to have a reoccurring realization. There are no coincidences. Everything is connected. The margins of our existence are too thin for anything to just be an accident, to happen just because. I believe that there is significance in almost anything, if you choose to see it that way. And more recently, I've chosen to tune into those types of frequencies. It's the no bathing, sandal wearing, LSD at a Fish concert kind of belief at first glance. It all just seems hippy dippy and a lot. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just not what I'm used to thinking. And parts of me are hesitant to feed into stuff like horoscopes, numerology, because the ideas of them seem vague enough to be bought into. When you read up on how you're supposed to act and feel and think, start defining yourself as such, and it could cause people to live in a non-authentic way. That's the part of it that I don't subscribe to. Because if you read up on your sign and, a Taurus acts like this, so I can't be like that, then it starts becoming your cage, and you're being influenced in the wrong ways, and you're not living authentically. This is Let's Make Mistakes, and boy, we're gonna be yapping today. We'll be making something. I hope you can join me, and hopefully by the end of the video we both can have something to be proud of. I can't teach you anything. I barely know what I'm talking about most of the time. So strap in, it's gonna be a fun time. I've been looking into numerology, specifically how it pertains to me, what my birthday, birth time signifies about me, because I'm sure, like a lot of us, I want some help identifying my significance. I want to better understand what my role in life is. Why am I here? Because like I said, there are no coincidences. Things happen for reasons that you can't explain. I'm gonna try to make sense. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm such a psycho. Like, I've changed this face at least 6 times, and I'm still not satisfied with it. I hate this. Thankful to be here, doing something I enjoy. I wanted to give a little preface in the beginning because I wanted to talk a little bit about numerology. My specific numerology, what my birth date and time signifies, all that gobbledygook. It's very stimulating to think about and research and look into. And anything I say in this video in terms of numerology may not be true. I am grossly uneducated in the topic, but I wanted to share my findings and bring up some things that resonated with me. And of course, if any of this interests you as well, do your own research, look into it. Why do you look like that? A lot of my research comes from Felicia Bender and various other YouTube videos, sources on the internet. Felicia Bender is known as the practical numerologist. I hope this is entertaining. Based off my specific time and date of birth, I am a life path 5. Felicia Bender describes it as the sensuous freedom seeker. 5 is the number of universal harmony, balance. Life path 5s are freedom loving, inclined to help others, spiritual healers. Life path 5s are an agent of change. Nothing's ever good enough, seeking perfection. As a creative entity and as an artist, I guess, I certainly am craving perfection. And this is coming directly from Felicia Bender's website. 5s basically operate without a filter. Other people don't experience life with the same emotional intensity you do, and it may take you a while to fully understand this distinction. Your job is to develop self-discipline and routine in your life so that you have a container for your boundless energy and for the information you're taking in. 5s have a desire for experience, travel. Felicia Bender goes on to explain, this life path contains a lot of intense energy, so you have an intense life. You insist on variety and get bored easily. In fact, you need and seek constant stimulation. Heard. Me playing video games, watching a movie, and listening to Dark Side of the Moon. And Felicia Bender goes on to say, your desire for experience manifests itself in many different ways. Through all the sensual and tactile experiences you can grab hold of, your life is all about the senses. You long to experience everything in its fullest degree. Things must taste right, smell good, look pretty, and feel pleasing, or you're just not happy. And as you read things like this, how life path 5s are supposed to be, and you resonate with the things that describe you, and everything else is just extra. That's the part that kind of gets me. And I think to myself, am I what these guidelines are spelling out to me? Am I gonna be happy valuing freedom and traveling? Is that gonna make me happy? Do I want to stimulate my senses? Chew 5 gum. Sorry. Like, are these things that Felicia Bender describes, if I do those things, am I going to live a more fulfilled life? I don't know. Don't let these things define me, rather than I live my own life according to how I think is best. And I do come across these things, a few bits and pieces align with how I live my life naturally, then what's the harm in it? What's the danger in reading on how numerology can possibly give you a better idea of what your time of birth signifies? I don't know what I'm talking about. I really wish I did, because this is interesting, but I just don't know. I can read anything I want all day long about this stuff, but it's just, I don't get it. Good thing I'm talking about it. There's just a constant push and pull of, is this worth looking into? Are these ideas going to make me a happier person, enjoy life more? Maybe. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I don't think that there's any malicious intent with what numerology has to say as far as how it describes certain ideas for specific life paths and such. So I'm going to quit yapping and continue on. Excuse me. This part here is what really pumps me up. Apparently, based on my birthday, I am a life path 22-4. I'm going to try to describe what that means, but again, no idea. If you have a master life path 11-2, 22-4, or 33-6, you checked in with added strengths and also more intense challenges. Turn up, dude. Understand that your master life path is both a gift and challenge. You're here to share your gifts through leadership, higher levels of consciousness, humility, and service. Okay, the numbers part is what really gets me, so I'm going to read this very carefully. This is a spiritual path, like all master numbers, that prods you to step out of the slow, steady security of the number 4 and pick it up substantially. This will be uncomfortable for you until you get the hang of it, because it's contrary to the pull you have with the rule-following, more predictable energy of the 4. Remember, you're a double 2, which is all about harmony and love, and yet also a 4, all about process and stability. The 2 is emotional and the 4 is more rational. So you come with some special challenges to fulfill your mission. To be honest, this all is just a little difficult for me to grasp as far as the numbers, because they mean certain things by themselves. When they're grouped up together, they mean something completely different. So I'm just at a loss of trying to wrap my head around it all. I'm just going to continue reading, and hopefully it makes sense to everybody listening. You'll use all the hard-working step-by-step qualities of the 4 while tapping into a higher level of purpose and action. You'll learn to take risks and look forward to setting higher stakes with your enterprises. It's been said that if you have a master number in your chart, ultimately your goal here in life is to master your life. All this is just so hard to grasp. My brain is so small and I just can't. 22-4 is the master builder, the master teacher. The whole deal with Master 22-4 is that they are here in service of humanity. They are to find alignment within themselves and create a basis, create a strong and sturdy base that helps others in a big way. And I was reading that, and selfishly I thought, hey, that kind of resonates with me, because I make these videos for myself, of course, but I put them online so hopefully someone can come across them and hopefully take away something positive and try to better themselves, because in these videos I try to better myself with my art. 22-4s also have a distinct talent in interpreting ideas and thoughts and feelings and turning them into something tangible. Manifestation, spiritual understanding. There is a need for experience so that you can better unlock your abilities, find passionate focus to find your full master power. It sounds like some Dungeons and Dragons BS, but it pumps me up. It pumps me up because when I read something like this and bits and pieces of it resonate with me, it does give me the sense of maybe I do have this urge to build something, and maybe I do have the sense that I want to help humanity and teach others and be a spiritual guide. Like, maybe I do want those things. I want to be as useful and as helpful as I can as a person. And when I read certain things to confirm those thoughts and feelings that I naturally have, it gives me it makes me feel good about myself, not because I'm living life as a 22-4 should, but as in, like, do I have these thoughts, feelings, ideas because I was born at a specific date and time? Maybe not. I don't think I've made sense once in this entire video, and it's throwing me off, bro. Because when I get an idea to talk about something and I try to do the research, I think my notes and my thoughts make sense, right? But when I say everything out loud, I don't even make sense to myself, and that's kind of a problem. Maybe I'm just too dumb to learn something new. I just wanted to share little bits and pieces of what I've found about my specific numerology. But also, where does this come from? Like, who's coming up with this? Oh, if you were born on the second Tuesday of the 4th month and the 3rd trimester, like, I don't get where it all stems from. I want to know more, but my tiny brain won't let me. I will gladly give you some lover boy music, some lover girl music, lover person music. I'm gonna shut up. Purple Sun by Cannons. Very 80s inspired tune. Very like Runaway in a neon sunset kind of song. Very cool, very vibey. I think you'll like it. Man I Need by Olivia Dean. And the last but not least, Kaliukis for ... you. Excuse me. And that was for you. I'm just really nervous that I made no sense throughout the entirety of this video as far as the numerology goes. Again, I want to stress to do your own research. Don't take anything I say as fact. Well, I'll end the numerology with this. It's very interesting to look into, but it's not something you need to base your existence off of. Don't let those decide who you are. Live authentically, live happily. Try your best to live the best life you can. Yeah, don't build your own cage with these things, because who knows where they came from, why they describe what they do. But if you read it and it pumps you up and you want to live a better life because of those things, then go for it, dude. I just want to see y'all happy, living fruitful and great lives. And I just want what's best for you, bro. Treat people how you want to be treated. Enjoy every minute you can. Make memories worth remembering. And I think that's a good basis for anybody, no matter what your star sign is, no matter what the wrinkles in your hand says about you, the color of your eyes. It is so simple. Don't overcomplicate anything and enjoy your ride through all this. If you made it this far through my idiot's guide to numerology, I am thankful for you. I appreciate you. I hope to see you in the next one, but until then, be good and embrace your mistakes. Bye. Love you.